Hello, so we're going to talk about another goofy, cartoonish looking car, but it's by Wonda. You know, Wonda Coffee. I've done a couple other videos on this brand. There's just canned coffees coming out of Japan, and they give away these promos on the top of the cans. I wish I had access to this kind of stuff. I think they're pretty cool for freebies, you know. Granted, they're not free for me. I did buy this, and probably for a lot more than that can of coffee cost. Alright, let's see here. So this is a Lamborghini Urraco. And I did a review of the Kyosho version of this if you want to search my history. You'll see the foreshortening. Yeah, pretty funky. Alright, there's a back view as well. You'll see the taillights there. They are rectangular. Alright. So let's see what we got here for a free promo item. These wheels are much smaller than choro-q wheels. I'll compare them later on. I don't know if this is an open door or what. I think it is. I mean, it looks like it's a separate piece. But it's a pretty tight panel gap. Oh, look at that. Okay. It's unexpected. That's the motor you're looking at there. This is the, you know, it has a spring motor. Okay. So that's interesting. You know, it's unnecessary, I think, but I guess it's a toy for kids, maybe. Although I don't know what kids are buying coffee, so maybe it's for adults to give to their kids. But I gotta say, you know, the panel gap is pretty tight. It's better than die-cast, that's for sure. Okay. Well, it's a metallic blue, and I kind of feel like the metallic is part of the plastic. Kind of like action figures have, where it has a speckling inside the plastic itself. And then I think this is just black paint for the windows, because you can see the orange peel of it. You can see the comically large Lamborghini logo, which is fine for a comic vehicle. There's some silver paint for the bumper, but none in the turn signals. And then that should be black there. But they at least had black on these weird louvers here, back here in that vent area. And then this, I think the tail end's the best because it says Lamborghini Urraco, and it's got this chrome effect going on here. But no indication of exhaust tips. Alright. I wish they wrote like a year, but it just says wonderful coffee under there. I am curious though, sometimes they have like a production code on the molding, so I'm going to take this apart and let's see if there is such a code. I've never seen this construction before either. What's holding them? Oh, the motor's held in by two side tabs instead of one front tab like on a choro-q. So that's actually harder to separate with two tabs. I don't want to break it. But yeah, that's hard. Nope, no production code. Just says 1C, C1. So that's too bad. There's the inner workings, by the way. So if anyone does know, you know, how old is this thing, please leave a comment. I gotta say, the finish looks pretty good. I mean, granted there's only a little black paint on there. The rest is just the raw plastic. Yeah, there's the door hinges there. C3. Yeah, still no production code though. And then this tab goes into the back. Yeah, that riding stance is pretty bad. Yeah. So what I was thinking is, you know, maybe swapping out wheels with choro-q wheels, which I'll show you in a second here. Here's a standard choro-q motor with the giant rear tires and the standard front tires here. So you'll see, well, the front tire of a choro-q is the same size as the rear tire of this guy. What I'm wondering is, will this fill in that gap? I probably shouldn't have put it back together. The rear tire definitely won't. It is way bigger than that gap. Yeah, so that's not going to fly. I guess I could probably, well, I feel like that front one is really filling in that front fender as well. May have to just leave it alone this time. Yeah. See, I think that's bigger than the wheel well. Alright, well, no mods here. The wheels are just too small for me to even bother trying to make 3D prints of them. Yeah, it's not worth it. Alright, well, forget the mods, but we can at least compare it to a couple other choro-qs and that Kyosho I have. So here's a Kyosho Urraco in a funky purple. It's a great model, really. And then another Kyosho is the Urraco Rally. It's like a one-off Urraco that someone made. So here's the foreshortening. Similar size wheels, actually. You could actually, I'm not going to do it, but you could take the realistic wheels from this Kyosho and probably put them on that thing. But I see no reason to do that. I'd rather have the Kyosho the way it is. Alright, let's pull out some choro-qs now. So here's a Lambo LP400 Countach. Here is a LM002, that's a choro-q 0. And an Aventador, which is another choro-q 0. The Zeros have a lot of better details. I 3D printed my own wheels for that one, so that's why it looks a little bit better than usual, but it's not a 0. So yeah, you can see. Alright. Okay, well, it's not as nice as a choro-q in my opinion, but it's again free, so I guess you can't really complain. The only thing you can complain about is how much you pay for this online. I didn't pay a great deal for this, so I'm okay with what I got. Alright, well, I'll see you the next time I get a Wanda. Thanks for tuning in.